episode. Today's episode of Oba Sensei is going to be for computing specifically, and it is going to be about spreadsheets. But first and foremost, can I give a shout out to Deanna, to Bethany, to Attica, and to Josh as well. So that's for fantastic work in the last few days, and I did say I was going to give a shout out to you, so that's a shout out for you guys. Right, so let's go to a spreadsheet. So some of you may have used the spreadsheet before, so let's show you what a spreadsheet is and how it works. So this is Excel, okay? Excel, and Excel is a Microsoft package that is specifically for spreadsheets. So the first thing you need to do is go to blank workbook, okay? And this is what a spreadsheet looks like, okay? You've got your tab bar here, okay, with your menu with all the typical features that you normally see on Microsoft packages, okay? And you have a bunch of cells here. Each of these are all cells, okay? So all of these panels here, they're called cells, okay? And each cell has a unique cell reference. So for example, this is an active cell right now, and this active cell is A1. Now we know that because of the column, okay, going down and the row going across. So if we went into this cell here, and we know it's an active cell because its border around it is green, this cell will be I, and you always start with a column, I9, okay, I9. So we've got cells here. Now we're going to start our first spreadsheet. Now let's do a spreadsheet, and spreadsheets are often really, really good, obviously, for business, for calculations, for visualizations. We're going to do a business spreadsheet, and I'm going to go to the tab here, okay, for the sheet one, and I'm going to rename it Trainer Business, okay, Trainer Business. I'm going to put the title, so we can have kicks as the title. Anyone that doesn't know, that is a term for trainers, okay, kicks. I'm going to make that size bigger, okay, because we can format spreadsheets as well by changing the size of things, okay. We can drag here at the top to change the size, okay, and we can change the color here with the format with all the different colors. We can change it to blue if we want the outer to be blue, or if we want the cell to have a sort of border around it, we can do that as well, okay. I'm going to have no border to start with, no border around it. Right, let me get the data on here. So we're going to get some records. So say we had trainers and we want to have a business and we want to sell trainers, okay. So I'm going to have my first category here, and it's going to be called trainers, okay. I'm going to put all the different types of trainers in there. So popular trainers such as Jordan 4s, Jordan 1s, Jordan 3s, Jordan 11, which I think are probably the best ones. I'm going to put some other trainers in there. So Adidas Yeezy. I don't know if I should be doing that now after Kanye West. I'm going to put some Kyrie 4s in there. And I'm going to put some Nike Dunks in there. Okay, some Nike Dunks. Now, my next column I'm going to put here is retail price. Okay, so it's going to be the retail price for those trainers. Okay, and let's start by saying what the retail price is. Now, let's actually start by customizing this a little bit. So we've got a, color scheme going on there, so it's separate. Okay, and we can maybe make these italic so that we know that these are the items. Okay, the items that are going to be included. I can make my spreadsheet a little bit bigger as well so you can see. So we've got that there, and we're going to put the retail costs. So 180 is the standard retail cost for Jordan 4s. Jordan 1s, 180 is the standard price. Jordan 11s, £180. Yeezys, I would say the retail price, this is the price that you'd get when you buy in the shop. I would say that the retail price for some Yeezys are about 140. Kyrie 4s, maybe 120. The Nike Dunks, probably retail at £89. Okay, 90. Right now, I haven't formatted it with the actual pound signs. Okay, but I'll show you that a bit later. Okay, and then I'm going to say here the quantity bought. So just imagine if you are starting a business, you're going to want to buy a certain amount. Okay, so quantity bought. Okay, quantity bought. I'm going to move that very slightly there. Okay, quantity bought. And let's just put a number in. So just say we bought 5 of those, 4 of these. We can change these later. 2, 1, 2, and then 1. And again, we're going to change this so the format is orange. So then now what we're going to do is we're going to do total. Okay, so we know the total amount of money. So we've got total there. Let's change this color so it distinguishes it a little bit to another color. Let's have that as green, maybe a darker green. Right, so the total that we've got. Now what we're going to do is we're going to use something, create a formula. Okay, so all formulas start with an equal sign. Okay, and we are going to add up, well, we're going to times, okay, the amounts bought with the retail price. So we all start with an equals, and then we're simply going to look at the cell, okay, and times that by the 2 cells. So B5 times by D5, okay. So we can put B5 and then times, which is shift and then 8 times by D5, okay. And that is our formula here that we've got. That's going to add up these 2 cells. Okay, so if I press enter, it comes up with the amount, okay, which is £900. Now what I'm going to do here, because I'm going to do the same formula for all of these, so for example it's equals, and then you can click on the cell as well, you don't have to type in the cell reference. So B6 times by D6, and I'm going to press enter. Now there's a quicker way. Now this is a bit like magic here. So we've got this black cross here. What happens is it copies up the formula. So I'm going to drag that black cross all the way down here, and it adds it up all automatically. Okay, so that is, so if I change the price, so say we got 6 Jordans, Jordan 1s for the retail price of 180, the price would be 1,080. That's the total price. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I am going to find the resale price. Okay, the resale price. Okay, the resale price. And we've just put it, let's make the spreadsheet a little bit smaller now. So we've got the resale. What's this not moving? Yeah. So we've got the resale price. Okay, the resale price of the Jordans. So let me change that to that color there. Maybe make this bigger. The resale price. Now we know how much you can sell these trainers for. So for example, the Jordan 4s, they may be going for 350. Okay, the Jordan 1s, you may be able to sell for say 230. Jordan 3s, maybe 230. Jordan 11s maybe going for 350. The Yeezys, maybe now that he's said what he said, maybe going for, who knows, maybe more, maybe 160, because they're rarer maybe now, or they know that they're going to shut them down so you can't get them. The Kyries maybe 135, maybe just make up a price. Again, Dunks 120. So now what we're going to do is, we know that that is the price, okay, the resale price, resale value that we've got, okay, and that's how much that they're going to go for. So what we're going to do now is get the resale. Let me just quickly check. Now we're going to do is we are going to, so that's the resale price of 350. We now need to take away the amount. Just go back here quickly. What we now need to do here is the resale total. So now we're going to, let me put that here, the resale total. Change the color again, format that to green. So we're going to do equals the resale price times the quantity, okay? Because it's the same quantity bought, okay? And then again, we're going to drag all of this down here, okay? So that is the amount. So if we change that Jordan 4 to 40, the resale total here will be 1,400. And then very simply now what we need to do is deduct the total with the total, with the resale total with the total that you've got there. And that will be your total profit. Okay, that would be your total profit that's gained. Okay, so you've done a formula deducting those two together. So let me change this color here. Okay, so if we change the Jordan 1s and you say you bought 10, okay, and the total is 1,800 and you resell it, okay, at £230, and then your resale total will be 2,300, but you've got to deduct the amount that you've resold with the amount of retail price that it is, depending on quantity. Okay, so your profit there would be 500. So let me now change this so that we format this so it actually says pounds. So what you do is you click on the area, you right click, and then you go to format cells, and then you go to currency, change that to pounds. Where is pounds? English, United Kingdom, that's not, so it's sterling, isn't it, that we want? Now I'm under pressure in the video. The United Kingdom. So it doesn't seem to be coming under United Kingdom. Right, so for the sake of the video, I might just have to, right, you will definitely find English pounds here, but I can't find it. So for the sake of video, I was going to say dollars, okay, just for the sake of the video. And then we go back here, and then we go to format cells, currency, dollars. If it comes up with this hashtag, that just means because the value is so big, you need to move the cell so it can fit in, okay? Resale price, again, format cells, currency, dollar, resale total, exactly the same, and total price, format cells, currency. There you go. Now, fantastic. Now, if you wanted to do your total amount, your total, let's say total profit, okay, entirely, I just want to do this because I want to show you how you can do this with a function. You can go up to auto sum, okay, and then go to sum, and then you can select the area that you want to add up, okay, and it automatically does the sum function for you, and then you select that area from cell J5 all the way down to cell J11, press enter, and it will come up with the total profit. You again need to make that bigger because it's so big, you made so much money, okay, that is the total that you've made. If you wanted to know the average that you've made, okay, you can have average just like that. Oops, why have I done that there? That's an accident. So you do average, okay, average profit. You can change again the color. Again, you go to the function here, and you can go to average, select the area that you want to add up, and then you can press enter. Okay, if you wanted to do average, average kicks bought. Well, I don't even know. You guys might call them crepes. I know when we either call them kicks or crepes. Right, so average, you go to average, select the area, and there you go. The average bought was 3.2. And you can change all of this into data as well. In the next episode, I'll show you how to change this information that you've got, okay, into, or maybe I could show you just very quickly, depending on time. Let me show you. So let me just say that you wanted to just do a chart here, these two things here. You would go to insert, okay, chart, and you can select the area there. Click here, and it'll give you a proportion of the retail price of who's got the most. But we'll come back to that next lesson, so we can potentially do a chart of all of these kicks. But that's a quick way to do it. Right, guys, that's enough time. I wanted to do this episode in about 5 minutes. I've gone over that, and I'll see you again, guys, for another episode very soon. Bye.